Blech. Well, welcome back to another Vintage Story stream. Yeah, still looking for a place to build something. But yeah, stream could have been going for a long time by now, but server did do a thing that it likes to do, which is called crashing. Why? I don't know. Probably felt like it. But yeah, map has been reset, and I'm a massive fan of that decision. But yeah, let's continue walking through this tunnel. I think I was looking for how deep it is to decide whether or not I'm going to bleh, help. Put a I'm me no speak. Um, okay, looking for place to build. I need build underground, but here many holes need check if holes in the way. Yes. Okay, having that linguistic masterclass behind us, let's continue to retrace our path and take the saltpeter that is rightfully ours. But yeah, looking for a place to build and sort of go with the original plan, and hopefully that works out. By the way, let's make a shovel anyways, and yeah, probably will be mostly just gathering it's an axe. Gathering resources, and yeah, yeah. Not sure how long the stream is going to be. It will probably be like, I don't know, 2 hours or more. Let's just leave the basket that I so dearly need and continue to struggle to produce any sentences. uh, okay, very cool. Let's just take this moment of calm where there hopefully is not any drifters. Yeah. And that saltpeter I can use for things. But yeah. Currently deciding whether or not I should make it awkwardly quiet or ramble on about how angry I am. But yeah, let's keep looking for cool things. It's not like I could get any of them, but we need to go deeper. Surprised I haven't had any rocks fly into my face so far. Okay, cool. Shouldn't have said that. Okay, this way down is periodite. This way up I cannot go. So let's be a true gamer and just... oh no. That's more than one. Okay. The game has realized it has to spawn enemies. Ooh, what's this? Nickel. Cool. Note to self, do not be there. Okay, now it's time to be poggers and run through the night and hopefully not extinguish our torch in the process. But yeah, progress update. This is our resource pool, and it's probably going to stay that way for some time. Let's just continue to gather stuff while there is nighttime. Oh, I can go up. What if I just... what if I just become the... ow. Oh, it happened again. If you touch a wall, not hurt. But yeah, let's go and just see if I can snatch any cool stuff. Maybe 1 or 2 stray gears just lying around. Since I probably can't get out of this hole in time. I don't have any blocks to place. Time to explore again. Okay. I could theoretically make it over there. What can I put in my offhand? Oh, I'm still glowing. Oh. My noises of struggle do not help. Ow. Oh well, let's continue to glow and walk around again. Oh, but yeah, I still need to once I... No, frick. Well, whee! Time to do what I can do best. Dying in a hole. But yeah. Let's quickly get out of here. The plan is that, or at least was, to build house sort of in there, but somebody's building the floating dirt cube right there. So Earth. But yeah, either somewhere around this area I'm going to put my house, or I'm just going to embrace the part of me being angry and just, I don't know, live there. But yeah. Okay. Respawn achieved. And... yeah. Stop. Let's wander down there. Maybe we can find some more seeds on the way. I shouldn't say it, but I'm glad I'm surprised I haven't been killed by a bear so far. I'm sure that it won't happen anytime soon. Nervously looks around. Okay, this way. But yeah, I hope I can do the stream long and end with a, well, dirt rectangle as opposed to a cobblestone rectangle. And then see. But yeah, this stream should be running around setting up stuff, and then the following one should be going on a cruise for 20,000 blocks, and then strip mining the area for any useful things, including weird clutter blocks. Although I would have, or should rather, make sure that I have enough storage capacity. And why did I just swim? That because of that, maybe get some. Maybe get some flag shrines and stuff. But since I won't have time to grow stuff, and the server time does seem to be like 12, 16 days a month, winter is going to be arriving by tomorrow. And yeah, no way I can grow anything, but I can try to be a extremely efficient gamer and somehow find food to store in my little hole of solitude, if I have it by then. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, let me quickly check something. Yes, very interesting. Wow, incredible. And almost back. Wow. Okay, almost back. And I have returned. returned. Okay, let's just run back to the general area. Sun should be coming up soon. And then continue to sort of look how the caves are situated. Yeah, now that I think about it, now I probably would have to do 2 trips, one in a random direction, either horizontally or vertically, and then another trip to get like cool wood and stuff. Like I want to do some stuff with ebony, that's what it's called. And yeah, that is a good journey down. But of course the question is, should I do it on my own, meaning off stream, or do I try to let's phrase it that way, try to get the necessary experience by attempting to do it on stream and seeing how much I can talk during that, or at least say interesting things. But yeah, at least the first one is going to be a stream. Okay, I wanted to try to do an eating berry sound, but sort of lost confidence, so the only thing you got was a but yeah, okay, the previous stream before the server crash was a glorious 51 minutes, and then 2 minutes of reconciling with that. And if that even is the correct word. And then yeah, that means we have still about 1 hour and 10 minutes of me struggling to find a place to build. Oh yeah, I know what I'm going to do. When in doubt, just make the villager impression from Minecraft. Yes, that is entertainment. But yeah, let's continue. Now I can't really get out of that much in terms of healing items, because that would, clutter my inventory. Oh, do I still have the... No, the basket is probably still... Oh, down there. Ouch. But yeah, looks like this is the main settlement area. Sort of. It's where all the people are doing people things. Yeah. One day, unless you lose interest within 2 weeks, you will experience my revenge. Yes. It's an elaborate plan, and it is hilarious and has lots of comedic value. But yeah, I would like to have a house before I do that. Because I, believe it or not, do need resources for that. So, now where was the cave entrance? Top. Okay, here it is. Yeah, let's do some counting. What even is one of my vintage story streams without me counting some arbitrary number or value? Okay, looks like this is sort of ground level. What I want to count down is how deep this goes before the first cave goes in this direction. Okay, round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I? No, I did go that way down. Okay, but looks like these are mainly going down, of course, because they're caves. Temporal stability says no. Yeah, I should probably check if the spot up there even is stable. Giving everybody, being mean to everyone because they can't figure out how to read the cog thing, and then me doing it myself would be peak irony. But yeah, I think it's just down here. Oh. Ah. Okay, I'm not sure how that would work, but let's just imagine I'm here building my house, doing the underground part, and because I go too deep, my house becomes temporarily unstable. Huh. Yeah, that would be cringe. Where did I go? Okay, this one was the hole I went down, then this is an dead end at a depth of 85, or rather 84, 83, 82, 81, sort of 80. Okay, going to help. What if I just built my house here? Right here. Okay, let's try to do a epic... Come on. Okay, this blocks the jumps, but what if... Jump. But what if I... Big brain moment. Okay, let's not fall further down. Oop. Aha. See? I'm a gamer. Okay, let's go upward and find things and get confused as to where we previously went. Now, this is a dead end. Okay, at least the light from outside is helping in deciphering as to where to go. Also, I still wonder why the server crashed. Would have to ask. But maybe somewhere somebody is having a big hole with a million rabbits and that's going to crash it again. But yeah, usually that would show up in the logs. But yeah, man, I really should have claimed this area while I was here on, like, what was it, Sunday or Monday? Well, let's continue to run around. I mean, this would also sort of work. It's nicely secluded, and I would have a reason to, like, use sod roofing and stuff. Make like a small entrance. No. Let's investigate as to how much. Yeah, that's going to sting. What's Wayne? Oh well, I still have time. But yeah, I'm just joking that I'm not on like a schedule to make sure that I spend 2 hours running around finding nothing. But that's how long it took last time. Okay, that's one cave. I mean, this sort of corner does look reasonably inviting, and I think even it was the one I choose. But yeah, rock starts fairly early. I can remove all this and have like the ground level be yeah, sort of around here. I have a reasonably sized above house, almost too big. and then go down there. And the in progress lighthouse, which is over here, over there, is far enough away and not directly over my digging. Oh, very lake. But yeah, I think that's that straw is going to be supposed to be turned into chalk and stuff at some point. And I think that one is there so that it doesn't catch fire. But yeah, looks like I found a place to build. That's it for today. Bye. I think my microphone peaked a tiny bit. Ouch, too much there. But yeah. Yeah, let's just continue walking down the ridge. Maybe there is some better place. But no, that one corner over there looks reasonably, reasonable. And, yeah. Ooh, what about here? The water looks weird. Oh, I think this one would be too open. I mean, I would have a link with stuff. That would be good. Yeah. Oyster sand. Let's just awkwardly run around while I try to think very... Ooh, what's this? Carrots. Don't mind if I do. Well, looks like this cave has not been explored yet, so I'm thereby enacting my right as the... That's a big hole. Well, frick, so much for being the guy that comes late. I think that chicken just, did go in itself. I'm not a chicken. Oh. Yes, of course. Ooh, maybe this is going to be a source of Williams. Or maybe... Poggers! Can I get Pogsnack in chat? Yes. Ooh, metal parts. We are reasonably close to... close. One step closer to claiming William. This is fate. Yes. Sorry, I don't need that. Ooh, even some bandages. Very nice. Yeah, but this is clearly manifest destiny. Let's get down here and definitely find a bunch of Williams. Happy to be seen. Some more saltpeter. Why not? Oh, and I even got my first gear. Okay, almost a stack. Should I mark this hole on my map? Probably not. Let's leave these down here. Just collect all of the saltpeter. Hmm. Ooh, going to have some extra inventory space there. Okay, basalt. It appears we have, well, at least I didn't die to a drifter. That is somehow a plus. Oh. Oh, well, let's see how high we can go back up. Oh, I can still break 5 blocks. I need to keep the shovel. And... well, I can't go back up, but... yeah, let's just go back up on the off chance that I found a cave that leads somewhere else. Stop. No. There definitely is not. No. My gamer sense. It's tingling. Please. Come on. I'm not trapped in here. Maybe non-gamers would be, but I, can spend the next... stop. 10 minutes doing this. Oh, never mind, it goes by a bit faster. But yeah, let's get the cobblestone and use it to get back up. Food. I need to find more food. But yeah, place to be doing building found. Next thing on the agenda would be to, well, find dirt to get our temporary house going, and after that do some looking for resources in the surrounding area. And I guess with that, the time of like 2 hours would be reasonable. Yeah, that makes sort of sense, yes. Well, even though I'm about to be starving, I will at least have it made out of the cave. Oh, can I take the wood as well? Please do. Give me the few things. It is time for trumpet sounds. Neat. But yeah, I touched about it on the, like, in the 8-hour stream, that William is going to be sort of a problem because now everybody has incentive to break the locust nests. So I not only need to find a William relatively soon, but I would have to make it clear, please do not break the nest, thank you. I'm just going to awkwardly put down, of course, a few signs. And then that should be enough. I guess. Boop and boop. Loop. See, this is how a gamer does this. No need to awkwardly jump up and down until you die. At least not this time. Yay. Right, I am starving. Let's go and scour for some food. And then, perhaps as a treat, get the onions that are down there. Yeah, jackpot. But it sounded so... Ugh. Ugh, I did not know... I did not like it out. Like at all how I pronounce that. Well, don't mind if I get some onion. Burp, burp. Oh my god. Not like I'm going to be doing much of that. But yeah, let's get the bony soil in preparation for my time I'm going to spend. Okay, stop panning for like 5 hours straight, off stream, of course, so I can finance my lavish lifestyle of expensive items for decor. Perhaps I should once more spend 20 hours. Was it 20? I think so. Running back and forth to get all of the like gemstones and gears necessary to buy myself, what was it, a lot of iron fences, so I could build a small veranda type of thing that I not really ever used. I didn't even no, that's rock. Finished decorating it. But yeah, very poggers treasure hunter trader nearby, but not a furniture trader, which is good. But yeah, we already got 6 gears. I should make myself some... Ooh! Let's just get these and then sort of leave all of the seeds around this area. Because for a basic start, I do have enough. Yeah. God. But yeah. Not sure where I'm going to take my exploration trip. Again, I just overflew these areas in creative mode to check how the landmass looks. Not that it would have mattered, but I did. And yeah. I think, yeah, going south, not really best plan, since that's probably what everybody has done. So probably going east, west, or some random direction, or just sort of, you know, just sort of running without like adhering to a specific direction. Yeah, but technically, it's September. I need to hurry. I need to make a house. I need to get my things built. Because if nobody thinks it's a good idea to set the month time to 32 again, so that a year that 1 month constitutes 1 real time day, I have a problem. Unless of course I just scrounge up to everybody and be like, hello sir, do you have some food perchance? Thank you. And not a big fan of that. Yeah. But yeah, let's see if anybody is standing somewhere so I can creepily look at them for a few seconds for a comedic effect. Looks like nobody's here. Okay, everybody is out gathering resources. Cool. But yeah, I really hope more people build houses around here because, yeah, would be a pretty sad village to just have this, that, this, a hall, and then everybody else lives here, there, somebody there, and then a bunch over here. Yeah, but I'm complaining too much. Perhaps oh yeah, I forgot the cube. Is it a perfect cube or maybe? Yeah. I definitely would have put my house right here where the gravel is. I guess everybody. Maybe let's do one of my favorite pastimes. Creepily looking through windows of other people's houses because I do not want to enter them because that would be mean. But yeah, let's check. Let's investigate whether or not this is a community building as in shared by multiple people. I freaking forgot these don't have windows anymore. Okay, 2 people living in here. Breaks window, breaks in. But yeah, what's even that? Ooh, rot. Wow. Time to make some very poggers, what was it for? Compass, yes. Yeah. Ooh, time to acquire some pie, yes. But yeah, I probably have to re-listen to this part that I just did, because I need to do like a check how it sounds compared to when I listen to it and when it is on stream. Ooh, what's... It is not breaking and entering if there is no door. Yes. What? Ah, weird. Oh, I see. Okay, I guess this is going to be a sort of cellar part then. But yeah, let's stop looking at other people's houses and be the cube. Going on and building stuff. But yeah, I'm interested how many people are still going to play in like 2 weeks. Or if I'm just going to be alone again with like Welvian and 2 other people. But yeah, let's focus on own house first. And do one more rundown of this area to properly decide as to where to put house. Cave. Hello? Anything cool? No. Well, let's go back up. I say while going down. Okay, somebody was here. That seems like a block somebody... Yeah. Okay, that area has been looted. Oh yeah, at least good to know that somewhere down there, near the bottom, is nickel. That's going to be useful for the... Goodbye. cool temporal stuff. Yeah. But it's getting nighttime again, and like I said, what? Ah, see. Oh no, rat. Jack, wheel. Come on, wheel, decide in which direction you want to go. It's going back and forth. Help. Maybe I could put it over here. But the idea is to sort of get it in a hill, sort of. Yeah, it doesn't look too obvious. So, what about the cube? This area. I mean, what I could do if I put my thing in here, I would not only have the opportunity to have the nice vista of a lake, but I wouldn't have to run a lot to get far clay. But yeah, that's really a sort of nothing point. But I should replace like this with dirt and stuff. If I would settle here. What about this wall? This wall looks like built in there. I really don't like that the wheel is just going left, right, left, right. Makes it a bit difficult to see. But yeah, I think this would be a bit too close, and I don't think the like mountain face is thick enough. Yeah. Does this look like a face to anyone else? Not sure how visible it is, but like the eye is there and the mouth with teeth there. Yes, worm mountain. That's good to know. Well, let's go and continue to look for things. Yeah, but over here would be too close. Oh, what's it? Nope, that is just a hole. Oh well. It's getting dark again. Should you find a house soon? Yeah. By the way, it's pronounced brain damage. Yes. What if I just build a house like very boringly, just like here, bloop bloop bloop, and then do all of the underground stuff anyways? I'm not sure. Oh, actually, big question. Does sod roofing like keep its color throughout the entire time? Do not know. I mean, does it like keep same color? Yes. That probably would look different. Hopefully. Unless the grass is like absolutely green in the middle of winter. Well, thanks for stopping by. Good night. uh, Yeah, let's make this house question mark. Well, at least random comet music is here to make the decision-making process a bit more interesting. Let's see. Let's make one of these and make it like a secret camp. I'm sure I would not regret putting any of my stuff in a small box in public. But people should be nice enough to not just go in and take stuff. Well, there was one person who stuck out that did that, but I don't think they're currently on the server. So yeah, actually, yeah, this could be it. It just with all the vegetation in front. Yeah, little secret house in a little area where nobody's looking. The perfect place to construct my revenge plans. oh, thanks for the follow. Julian had 70, and by the way, it's not Minecraft. It even has a command. I think it's still working. It's Vintage Story, which is basically its own game. Yeah, you can look it up and even buy. I think it just costs 20 euros or something, or dollars, or 20 currency. But yeah, it's a standalone game, and I think it once was a Minecraft mod, or at the very least is based on one. But yeah, looks like house area has been found, and yeah, I'm going to stream more of this game, at least for the next few weeks, and we'll do lots of boring running around and building. But yeah, looks like one of the things that I wanted to build was like a big quarry thing, but since my house itself is going to be the big underground area, since I will not need to gather cobblestone, yeah, this will probably be the first time where there won't be like a random underground rectangle that goes from like over here to over there, just so I can get copious amounts of cobblestone to build like a big useless wall around my house. I mean, the wall was cool. I think out of the houses that I built so far, the one that I am fond of the most is the one on the second map. The one where all of the mods were still installed. Unfortunately, the server crashed, and as it does, deleted the entire map in the progress, just as I finished the nice little area for the bees and wanted to make greenhouses. Is everybody leaving? Never mind, still some people here. But yeah, the house on the map before 1.18 I did like, but yeah, it was too big because I forgot that Terra Preta, that tilled soil does not get that. You can't remove it without destroying it, and I had to make like a big field of Terra Preta to make sure I have enough food for winter, but yeah, it was too big and I had to match the house size up, and then it was a very big overbloated house. Yes, that is my house lore. Where the heck is my house, or at least the area I wanted to build. Ooh, perfect. Nice and hidden. Oh, one thing I discovered on the old map, well, the map before this one, is that to my extreme dismay, doors no longer just randomly break. They don't. Like those cheap doors, they no longer just go bloop every time, every other time. And I think that's very, very sad. Okay, let's step into fire and make the fire right next to this. Okay, let's put the dwarf third somewhere. Oh, basket. And take some more damage. Bed. Yeah. I should remove this and build a house. Or at least temporary rectangle. But I want to go for a sort of camp aesthetic right now. Yeah, I'm just putting my hay bed right next to the fire. That's a good idea. Okay, can I make another of these things? I do have high hopes. What? What? Huh? Oh, free. Well, nice. Camp established. Cool. Well, let's find more stuff and go and hide. Ah, no, I'm still not sure about, like, oh, I know how I can find out. Go into a hole, have it go down, and then go to the area and see if it goes up again. Yeah. Oh, but I can't see it coming. I'm just going to build a red wall and then it's just, well, it appears you're underground in a rather large area. That means your temporal stability will go die. Yeah. Hmm. But there are many caves in the area. Ooh, what's this? That's looted. Not sure why I'm carrying this. Well, let's just run around and try to find some berries. Hmm. Okay, let's go this way. Ooh. More berries. And yeah, let's just keep going looking for food. See how temporal stability might go down since people are not too fond of sleeping through the night. Ooh. Oh, hello, goodbye. Not sure where I am going right now. And ooh, Yeah, sure, let's just go into the cave. There is not much cave. Let me just quickly get that. And leave. Ow. This way. Okay, what's the time about to be 1 in the morning? Huh. Well, let's keep looking for stuff. Huh. Ooh, flakes. Very nice. But yeah, we have once again reached the point in the stream where I'm not saying anything. Okay, don't want those. Ooh, lots of berries. Can I not make them into anything? No. Oh. Maybe I should try to get lots of fish and doesn't hold for long. And I would need to find salt to like cure it. And yeah. That might take some time. Yeah, let's not try to get over that. And what I'm currently trying to do, let's yeah, find an area where temporal stability goes down, as to see whether or not the building area is going to be suitable. Otherwise, I'm just going to build like a sad little house somewhere over there. Just need to make sure it is clear of any caves. Ooh, carrot. No, let's leave this as... No, let's take them. I'm going to need a lot of food. But let's not take them all. But it looks like all the drifters are currently spawning, which is... Huggies. Very good. Let's just go down one of the nearby caves. And that should be a good indicator, or at least a good way of getting stability down. Ooh, onion. Stump. But yeah, let's sort of stop taking all the resources around here. Now what's medium? Medium rift activity usually means spawning 10 drifters on you for no good reason. What's this? It's just one flax. Huh. Huh. House. Yes, many words, many things. Lots of stuff to say, yes. Well, at least the night is stopping. What's this? Hello? Well, temporal stability does go down. Let's awkwardly sit here and wait. Okay, it doesn't really go down fast enough. Um, let's get all of these. Nice. And yeah, let's dig our way out of here again. Oh, that goes deep. Let's not dig too much. Probably goes just like 15 blocks down. And then I'm stuck in another hole. Look. Well. Ooh. This one probably goes... Oh, no, it's this one. What is it right now? 100% again. Yeah, let's go down here. Or I could just run up to the one area northeast where I know the stability is bad. Oh, come on. Oh well. Well, let's run over to that area, get our temple stability down, awkwardly look around, and then try to get back to the house in time to check whether or not everything is stable enough. Because sometimes it doesn't immediately go down in a unstable area, but for some reason that goes back and forth very annoyingly. Yeah, actually, might just be a bit insecure about the thing. Okay, this is going to take a minute. I'm not sure if I'm going to do like the bar. I actually could just get my rectangle running and then, yeah, do lots of boring underground stuff gathering. Getting all the cobble and like the copper and all of that. Oh, let me check something. Okay. Let's continue. By the way, who still lives over there? Over there. Okay. This way. Whee! Ooh, what's this? Sure, why not? Yeah, thanks. Very nice. Hmm. You know what I should do? So I can make it easy for myself to like talk to other people. I'm just going to get like an AI chatbot to talk to. Hi. I'm just looking around. Ooh, neat farm. Ooh, I can look through his window. Cool. What's that? What is that? Water. Okay. Oh well, let's not bother him too much doing his thing. Did he? Oh, he's over there. Does somebody else live here? Maybe. Okay, that's weird. Let's run over there to get things temporarily unstable again, and then stand around for like a few minutes. Yeah, I should just try to find a cave and run down that. Also, I think this place has been abandoned. Ooh, law books. I don't think anybody really lives here anymore. Hmm. Okay, oh well, let's go and find a cave. We'll try to run very fast to the area. Oh. Just some lag. Okay, it's still going down. And 97. Maple leaves. Okay, seems like this whole area is unstable. Ooh. Oh. Well, let's get down. Oh yeah, now it goes down fast. Okay, let's stand a few seconds. And then I should hopefully get a good idea on the stability around here. Well, like I said, maybe just make a boring house right here or there, and then try to build everything good. Also, I think the wind comes from this side. Yeah, makes sense. No, it comes from this side. Yeah, always comes from the left. Okay, 91. 90, that is 10%. That is good enough. Time to see. Come on, run faster. The cube. Okay, okay. Regeneration is slowing down. That is the wrong hole. Come on, move faster. And... heck yes, it is stable around here. Wow. What does that mean? Well, Jovel. Shovel 1. Shovel number 2. And then remove all of the dirt around here. Well, within reasonable measures. Okay, this does fall down. Very nice. Let's quickly make a second shovel. And no need to carry that. Hey, those boxes just seem to stay floating. Very cool. Oh, okay, can't pick this up. But yeah. What's the, ground level? 140? What is sea level? Because I want to build canals, I might as well. And build like a big library somewhere. Which, in part, plays into my revenge plan towards the one who wanted the map reset. Okay, 110 is sea level. Okay. I mean, it works. Just the canals would be... No, actually, depending on how wide I make them and add like proper lighting and stuff, they could look quite cute and neat and have like a... It's going to be utterly useless and probably only used like 2 times for the sake of doing it. But yeah, at some point I want to build like a canal system for the raft. But yeah, that's far in the future, and I think everybody that lives here is going to build like decent public stuff. The cube. You know what? I really hope that the person that built this cube is going to make this cube into something cool. Because I think at the moment it is just cob. And I also hope that it is a like perfect... Oh no, it's not. It's... Is it? Well, no time to count that. Because originally I wanted to sort of make my house right here. But with big cube... No. Not with big cube. Okay, let's continue digging around. Okay, let's collect all of this stuff. And let's get this, eat quickly some berries, and then the plan would be to just make a quick temporary dirt hut. And then next stream would be to run around and gather a ton of resources, mainly copper and pickaxe stuff and all of that. And yeah, and different alloys and all of the hopefully going to be useful things. Also really annoying that those don't fall down. Why? Stop. And this one has a lot of seeds. Let's just throw everything sort of around. And nice. Bloop. Let's put all these seeds back in there. I need L. And yeah, with this I have a nice secluded area. Although I think it's a bit too far away. Let's let's do one more round of indecisiveness to maybe put the house somewhere else. Yeah, but the issue here is how far-reaching this quartz vein is. Other than that, yeah, would be good. What can you even use all of the quartz for? Mainly glass and bricks. Okay. Let's go and count the cube. Just out of interest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is indeed a cube. Very cool. Well, hopefully that cube will turn into something. But yeah, I don't want to have the cube around because it's sort of weird if I have my little secluded hut right here and there's a big cube doing his things. Because he's probably also going to build some farms and stuff. And yeah, the little distance up. What the? Is this private property? Please leave. Please? But yeah. Let's go and put a small roof over this. 114, 112 was sea level. Do I want to be on sea level? Did I even... Ow. Counted correctly. Well, let's go back and see if I correctly remembered sea level. Because that way I could, theoretically, actually doesn't really matter, but I think it was 112. But yeah. Although, since I'm myself saying, I'm just going to put my house over there myself, I still hope that there's more people going to settle around here. Yeah. Okay, it was 110. Okay, that makes more sense. Now, if I put my house right here, I can't do the thing that I want to do, which is all of the underground stuff. Ah well. Really looking forward to all of the pom 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 for like 5 hours, trying to excavate everything. And yeah, this sort of also fits the like story arc of being angry and plotting my elaborate revenge. It really just hinges on the people responsible not losing interest after a week. But yeah, dirt rectangle is in progress. Very roomy even. Those are the that's one of the benefits of building your house into things. You don't have to worry all that much about building materials. But yeah, enough room to put stuff. Flakes, and sure, let's put that in there as well. Let's keep the healing items just in case, and the hay can go over there. Over there. Stuff. Yeah, let's get this over here. And now the good old question as to where get all of the dirt. Let's just get it from like a nearby hill. Although, no, I want a like sort of farm. Only a very small one over here. Oh, hey, Lord Jar Jar. How are you doing? I definitely did not see. Hi. How long? When did you write that message? How long did I accidentally ignore you? Like, I'm sorry if I did, but I had to. But no, hi. Hope you enjoy enjoy the short stream. I have established a rectangle, and by the next time, we'll have lots of resources to expand, to do the building part, which is going to be far more exciting than the finding stuff part. But yeah, let's go and get some reeds to make more baskets and storage. Reed. In the here. Ooh. I need. Let's just get the flags and bloop. Fall into a hole. Is this somebody's house? Yeah, more reeds and perhaps even some. Don't mind if I do, dear sir. Don't mind. There's probably still lots of resources right north of spawn. Yes. Okay. Cool. I also need to make an axe to get a tree to make my inferior door, which unfortunately do not randomly breaks like the old one, which makes it incredibly inferior. What about the mildly comedic moments of the thing just going and I'm just going, oh, ooh. But yeah, flax is growing a lot. Bit annoying that it doesn't like continue growing when it is spawned in the world, because all of the like seed, just sort of once it spawns remains static in the world. Oh, I forgot to look at chat. Try to look for Terra Creta in mountainous. That's not how you write that. Not sure about that spelling either. Areas and flat plains. Yeah. Let's get more knife. Very exciting. And let's continue. But yeah. I still need to find out what the exact command is to stop food from spoiling, because I need to I would like to set the months to 32 again. Already talked about it, but I can't do it without the command, otherwise food will just rot away. And not good. If everybody's food just goes poof. I wonder what Javelin is doing. Maybe he's just checking stuff out. It would be cool if he would joining the playing here, yes. I have enough for another box, but food is difficult to find again. Hello? Okay, no. Maybe somebody will spawn in at some point and wants these 2 onions. Or 1. Ooh, random comment music has returned. Very good. Yeah, very cool. Okay, axe. Let's go and find a tree that does not necessarily look like it will be missed. And then... yeah. Get the wood to make a door. Where? This one looks decent enough. Hi. Okay, he is looking at stuff, just teleporting into people's axes. But what are you looking for? Oh yeah, I'm starving again. Very cool. Oh. Bonk, 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 bonk. Neato. Uh. Okay. Okay. Let's get more stuff. Oh, what was the command for checking how many? Try to keep a look out for big hits of rabbits. Lol. Ow. But yeah, let's go and run back again. I need to find a temporal gear so I can reset my spawn point. Oh, oh damn, let's... Did I? Yes, I did get the wood. But I'm not sure if the next stream is going to be on... oh, that's grass. Either going to be, well, today, Wednesday, or if it's going to be on Thursday. We'll have to see. But I would really want to make it a long stream instead of just... Well, I want to have it be one big continuous stream. Not like what happened today, where 3 hours were just sort of gone. And he left. So yeah. Ooh, maybe I can find some Terra Preta on my big exploration journey. But unlikely. Maybe. Yes. Weird. I really don't like it when I run out of things to say. Ooh, resin. Let's hold off on collecting that until I do need it. But very convenient that there is a pine forest around here. Oh, I was quite far down. Yes. I mean, theoretically, after getting my dirt rectangle, I could go out and look for more stuff. Like, at least some surface copper. That seems reasonable. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Also, I could have settled on this island alone. Hmm. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, now the music is also gone, and we have entered a state of awkward silence. Yeah. Yes. Ooh, onions. Oh, yeah, I guess I would have to go out and look for more food. Although stockpiles of berries wouldn't really be all that beneficial. So, since they only keep for 2 days, yeah. This is the wrong hole. Also wrong. And drifter. Up. Cool. Let's make some more basket. Oh, they're all spawning right next to me. Cool. Also cool. Why did I make two? Okay. Let's get sorted. Pick all of this up. And me. Nice. Let's place the bed somewhere else. Please stop. There. And then a fireplace. I would like to have them outside, but let's just put the temporary one right here and fire wood right over here. How many people are here? Sleep. let's make a spare. Ooh, maybe I'm going to be lucky and there will be a temporary gear waiting for me. Since nobody goes to sleep. Yeah, that sounds like medium rift activity out there. Please hold. Soon. Whee! Oh, I should put the saltpeter in one of those. In bed. Or on. Sure, on bed. Not in bed. Well, guess I have to get out there and... Jesus, deal with that drifter problem myself. Oh, it's just... Yep, that's some medium drift activity. That's just... Cool. Let's run back one more time. Since I didn't have any armor to deal with that. I guess I could... Isn't there like primitive armor you could make out of... wood? Probably. Oh. Huh. Oh. The heck do I go? This way, that way, and yeah. Yeah, I really need to find a temporal gear soon. Because this is the most exciting part about this sort of thing. But finding surface copper will be probably quite difficult, since I imagine almost everyone has scooped it all up. Oh well. Dun, dun. Oh yeah, now's the question what I'm going to make the outside house out of. I'm probably going to go with cobblestone, since that is what I usually go with. And then, like, on the outside, put some dirt. That hopefully works along the sod roofing quite well. Hopefully. Oh. Well, too late now. Ah. Yeah, let's just get through here. I'm no longer glowing, but I can sort of make out the lines. Oh, here we go. And bloop. And this is a dead end. Cool. I really should try to not die that much. I'm sure everybody else has felt like 20 years by now. Not this way. Tree. Okay, hopefully I won't be greeted by medium rift activity when I get back to the house. Maybe I should try to kill 1 or 2 animals to get some meat. But yeah, almost back at the house. Well, what a short and efficient journey. But the sort of easiest, no, come on, way of finding temple gears would be to kill one of the higher and end drifters. Those usually carry them. Oh, what was this? Sure, let's take that right. House. On the way. Yay! Sleep? Yeah, that was worth it. Thanks. Cool. Oh. Where'd I put this thing? Right there. That is where I'm going to put the valuable stuff. Let's just ignore the dying sounds. I need sticks. I do have sticks. I have to get used to that. Okay, that rectangle has been established. Yippee. What a good first start. Okay, I'm going to do more extensive landscaping and then acquire more cobblestone. Also, let's put this stuff in chests. Loop. Ooh. Let's try to sort of sort things, you know, sort of. Need. Oh, shovel I can leave here. That can also stay around here. And all the other stuff are... I do sort of need. Boop. Neato. Oh, fire starter. Nice. Oh well, let's go and find some more food. Oh, berries. Oops. Hi. Smell. Now where the heck do I go to find useful things? I need mainly food and the... food acquired. Let's do some hunting. Bloop. Let's find food. And maybe along the way some surface copper. Surely. Surely I can find that. Yeah, let's just go around here. Maybe go south this way. And then for the stream we can go north. Since going south on this island did yield reasonable resources. And who knows, maybe there is 40 copper somewhere. Just sitting on the surface. Ooh, onion. Okay, I think I'm starting to have enough seeds. But don't worry, I will repeat the same phrase in about 30 minutes again. I wish those guys were easier to kill. Die. Ooh, more rye. Come on. Come on, how many spares do you need to die? Nice. With the appropriate happy music, of course. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, getting started, finally. What is this over here? Ooh, no, I don't need those. Flakes. Definitely need that. Neato. But yeah, let's keep running around and hopefully find some copper. What's this? Spelled? Sure. Okay, a little bit of lag on the server. Very cool. Okay, some clay, very cool. Ooh, what was this? Flags. Nice. And okay, it's starting to apparently lag a tiny bit. Ooh, carrot. But yeah, I am starting to be optimistic about this corner down in here. We might actually find some copper and stuff in this stream, which will enable me to save time in the next one. Oh yeah, nobody has been down here. Well, at least not for spelled or seeds. Let's keep an eye out for any copper. And try not to die, so also keep... So let's also keep an ear... Ooh, somebody lives down there. Let's go and check that out, as well as the trader that is there. But yeah, let's keep also an ear out for any bears that might try to sneak up. But also not cap all of the flags. No. Always when I try to hum, it's slightly out of sync. Now, ooh, what's this? Turnip, yeah. Oh. But yeah, I guess I could go for 4 hours today, since things are starting to look up. Yeah. Happy music for slightly happy times. But yeah, goal is to find copper and maybe get some clay forming done. And once I have copper, I can actually start to do my first digging into the mountain. Okay, this looks suspicious, like somebody did go up there. Yes. Should I do what everybody else is doing and just steal all of the berry bushes? Ooh, nah, don't really like to have too many of those. Seed. Okay, carrots are cool, I guess. Do I dig for things? Do I have a shovel on me? Yes, but not one that is terribly good. Ooh. Nice. Oh, lots of bony soil. Nice. Cool. By the way, the currents in this game at first are like a really cool feature, but if you try to do anything with water, they become very quickly very annoying because they are very hard. Not very hard, but annoying to remove. Because you have to like jump into the water and then try to correctly hit. Like put the water in, out of the water until the current stops. And yeah, it's not the most effective way of doing it. And takes some time, especially if there is larger water masses that just like what's the word? Push you around in the water. So, yeah. Okay, that looks like all of the only solved from here. Quest for copper. Continue. Sure, rye. Do I have enough place for rye? No, I need to keep those. But the bones, I do not need to carry around. Cool. But yeah, only 40 copper is what we need. Maybe I'm going to be lucky and there will be like, I don't know, a copper pickaxe and one of those two things. That would be cool. Beep beep boop. Imagine if I just find some terrapreta. Where's the trader? Right over here. And then use the opportunity to also take a look at the house over here. Yes, that. Hello. What are you? Don't know what you mean. Blah blah blah. Got anything to trade? Yes. Stuff. Maybe I'm going to experiment again with wallpapers. But unlikely. Okay. Building materials trader. Bloop. Neato. Yeah, let's continue to look here. Although I'm not really fond of the idea to really do it too much, since that one guy has his house here. So, yeah. Oh, another trader down there. Let's go up there and check the flatlands there. What's this? No. I know every time. What often happens when I try to specifically look for terrapreta, every like shadowy grass block starts to look sort of like terrapreta because the light is not reaching it good enough. This way. Also, I will have to collect some medium fertility soil to get my farm going. What's that? That's just grass. Some offender. Okay, so far not really seeing any copper, but I should check like big gravel areas more. Yeah. Some rye. What if I... Let's check out this big hill down there. Don't mind if I do. Okay, but yeah, seeds, looking good. Ooh, hello. Copper. A singular piece of copper. But copper nonetheless. Yes. Everything is coming together. And my revenge will be soon. Something. Yes. Ooh, more stuff. Ooh, rye. Man, I love rye. Yeah, sure. Let's take the check the small islands for any copper that might be spread around. No, let's not go that way. Let's go downwards to Big Mountain and check what that trader over there is. By the way, I'm wondering how distracting like the little chat box is. I only really added it because I felt weird. What? Oh, it felt weird to only talk to somebody, and nobody like saw that. Hi, you good? Cool. Stuff. Let's just mark him on the map. Bloop. Treasure hunter trader. Nice. And usually I'm sort of because I didn't really want to read out all of the chat messages, and I feel like maybe not have the chat box there. But yeah, singular viewer that has been here for some time. What do you think? Chat box, yes or no? No, let's not go down there. Sticks. Don't mind me. Help. Okay. Let's get some more sticks. But yeah, I also feel like there's more fun and stuff now since the update. Usually before you only found it really in tropical regions and stuff, but now it seems more prominent and everywhere too. Ooh, mushrooms. let's sort of cut around and swim. Yeah. Also, I shouldn't really... Yeah, for the big resource gathering, I probably will go like south. No. North or east. Because from like reading chat, okay, occasionally, seems like many people have gone south. Doop doop doo. Feast. Yes. Once again, very exciting. Now, looks I'm sort of going to swim. No, never mind. I can sort of walk on the coastline. But yeah, 2 pieces of copper. Nice. What the fuck is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 wolves are just chilling over there. Perhaps, just maybe, the game does not want me to go this way. 10 wolves. Calm down. The moment the game forgets it had to spawn hostile mobs and stuff, and just throws 20 at you. Well, it's getting dark again. Stream. Okay, it's getting very well. Oh, come on, lit. Always goes very, very dark as soon as when there's like fun and stuff. Do 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 do. Let's hope that the trade over here has something useful. No. Useful. Bop. Bop. And boop. And let's turn it back on. Yeah. Very good. Okay, now what do we have here? Commodities. And proof that somebody else was already here. But cool. Should I buy flax twine? I don't think I really need to. But yeah, commodities. Trader, do you have anything in your... No. Let's quickly mark this. Nice. No, well. probably really shouldn't do that much exploration right now. I mean, now let's just try to get the 40 copper. Unless it takes too long. Oh. Quickly, I need to gather enough stuff to make a bed very fast. Oh, almost there. I think 40 was enough. Boop, 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 and boop, boop. Well, more than enough. And bloop. In bed. It was a bit loud. I'm sorry. Ow. Please sleep faster. Or I might get home very fast. Yeah, this is how I do it. Oh, thank you, Charcoal Bar. Oh, and also thank you for the follow. Thank you. Oh. Okay, somebody's not sleeping. Stop. I warn you, I have a big pointy stick. Please die. Okay, who's not sleeping? Brr. Okay. Okay, this is silly. That's my noise of... Ugh. Cool. Right on time. Go frick yourself. Cool. Well, bad timing, but let's... Who cares? Let's go up. Do I have... Oh, I still have... Sure, let's make another hay bale and go to sleep. Okay, I just noticed that my big brain could have used the bandages that I had. Let's quickly cobble this. Bloop, bloop, and please leave. Very nice. Very polite of him to not punch me while I sleep. Please hold. Thank you. Well, at least I'm close to spawn. Cool. Where's my bed? Over there. Well, daytime is here. Okay. Yeah, let's check the small part up north. Maybe it has some copper lying around. Oh, low. Yeah, but that gang is usually... I just don't like it when it is medium rift activity and then you have 20 of them. Yeah. Sometimes it's a bit difficult. What happened? What was that? Of course. Well, I'm taking all your rye now. Some stealth ram sitting in the bush. Very cool. I mean, theoretically, I could just get all of the... use the public resources, but I think that's only tools. But I would like to get my copper and stuff first myself. But let's say hi to any... Hi. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I think the best idea would be to try to beeline it to a gravel biome, and then getting copper is just very easy. Usually those have also big patches of copper in them, and you can just go bloop and have all of the stuff you need. Ooh, shells. And since a new day did just start, that's a good as time as any. Maybe I even find like a slate biome to dig for marble in. But what I also need to find is like a chalk biome, because I want to make a nice little library like the fake Roman style with like pillars and stuff, and then it's only like one small room with 2 shelves because there is not that many bugs. Help. To be fair, I should have made a hole in the ground instead of just sleeping in the open. But oh well. I think it's reasonable to assume that all of the copper up here is gone. Nah. I just thought I could like get all of the boulders to make a cobblestone house, but not really needed, since I'm going to dig into the mountain anyways. Well, this is the moment where I think, man, I definitely should have flown out more to find more land. Maybe I should... Okay. That was stupid. Find more... Frick. Yeah, let's make a boat. And then... sort of... Now, let's continue this way. And just hope that there's going to be some copper there. And then make a raft and sail like downwards. I think I could even stop by Valvian's house that way, because I'm actually quite interested in what he's doing right now and what kind of mountain he has chosen for himself. Okay, only 13.9 hours. Oh, even a trader over there. And those weird black block things. Oh. Looks like somebody is building his house in the forest over there. Which means that I'm not really... I shouldn't collect all of the resources over there. Well, let's just get over to the trader, mark it on my map, and yeah, find a new place. And I guess it would be reasonable then to do all of the exploration tomorrow in a, well, or Thursday, well, which is tomorrow. Today is Wednesday. To do it in a dedicated stream, so I can, well, I have enough time basically. Because yeah, unfortunately this stream got cut in half, not really, but had 3 hours less because the server crashed for unknown reasons. So yeah. Ooh, hello. Hey, don't mind if I do. Loop, loop, loop. Hello? Ooh. Oh. Okay, nice. 7 gears. But yeah, what do I do? Do I do like 2 exploration streams? One next time, where I just try to get copper and all of that cool stuff, or and another where I go south to get like a bony wood and stuff, and the legendary pineapple, or do I just do it in one and just go straight south? Yeah, but the issue with going straight south for resources as well is because everybody is going south to find stuff. What if I go like west? What about that? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Oh, nice. Ooh, copper. Need saved. Only one. Like these isolated pieces of copper make me sort of think somebody has been here but just overlooked the where's the over there? Overlooked that one piece. Oh, I forgot to try to look up who has which class can catch animals like chickens and stuff. To be fair, it's not really going to be needed as much as it was on the previous map. But yeah, to be fair, I probably won't put together a chicken farm and stuff. But I need to figure out a good way to have a substantial food supply without having like a ginormous farm in my front yard. Well, now one plan is to get like a greenhouse put on one point. But yeah. Help. Okay. Maybe I could just make a separate farm somewhere. Or I just say fine and I'm a gamer. I'm not. Goodbye. Okay, too much damage. Oh, what is the wood armor? Improvised armor. Oh, fair enough. Could try to make that. I feel like I'm starting to hoard all of the seeds. Hello. Oh, just a clothing trader. Fair enough. Let's go and mark them on a map. Look. Yeah, let's go south and check out Velvian's place. How do I make raft? Yes. 12 logs and some rope. Am I just going to swim manually? Surely. I mean, it's not that much slower. But I have enough flags, I think. Okay. I once again committed a big brain moment. Frick. Let's get this tree and at least make a raft and then go home the fast way. Neato. Almost enough. Ooh. Just take this as well. And do I have enough durability for any of the trees nearby? No. Well, I can just make another axe. Let's go. I wonder if anybody has just gone straight north. Probably. Oh well. Is this even doing anything? Oh, this is a very big tree. What if I just do this? Come on. How big is it? Okay, progress. Slowly but surely. And the walls are melting. What? Okay. Cool. X. And continue. I think this is the most annoying part of the very big trees, that they really take a while to remove and destroy axes in the process. Come on. Feast. Okay. Neat. Now I just need how to make a rope. surprisingly enough, not with that. How much of these do I need? Okay, 3. Okay, I need 9 in total. Also, let's try to remove the tree fully. It looks a bit sad. What if I just... I can't put it on fire. Oh yeah, I remember. Last time I tried to burn trees down, it was redwood, and then my sound was gone. So maybe not. Any reeds nearby? Oh. Doesn't seem like it. Hi. Lots of flags though. Oh, okay, that's a start. Good. I guess at this point I could just take these, since there is enough of them. Never mind, it's 1. Frick. Well, let's collect some more onion. Ah, here we go. Wrong button. Let's go. And not sure how many I need. But if you need bloop. What's this? Now let's leave those there, because somebody has their house nearby. So yeah, would be kind of poo-poo to just take them all. How do I make an ore? Oh, I need more. Okay, knife is about to break. Here we go. Can I just get them like this? Yeah, but I'm destroying the thing in the process. Let's get one more. And... ah, frick. Let's get 2 more. Okay, that should be enough. Nice. Now I just need to decide what to put in the empty inventory slots. Neat. Also neat. Where did I want to go? South. Well, boat has been achieved. I know I already said it in the 8-hour stream, but I really hope they're going to add small sailing boats, but also make them sort of annoying to use. Because like sailing boats, they would be reliant on the wind. Yeah, somebody's been here. But it would be cool, even also if you could like do crisscross sailing against the wind. But yeah, sailboats can sail against the wind, you just have to sort of go zigzag. Not sure what the actual term is though. But 5.3 hours, I guess I can remove that. Also, no need to hold that. Maybe there's a gravel biome over there. And where is Slushy? Probably underground, doing stuff. Well, I don't think you can repair tools. Ooh, I see gravel. I'm hopeful. Small amounts of gravel spotted. No. Oops. Yeah, the boating part is always the most exciting. What is that? Let us investigate the weird structure underwater. While there is still some sunlight. What has wrongly spawned here? Please let it be resources or something. Okay. Some rock and gravel, nothing really interesting. No, I hope there would have been some ore just spawned in the middle. Ooh, gravel. Hope is rising. Also, sort of fitting if I would find it now, since I am running out of food and have no torch left. Ooh, looks promising. Yeah, rafting really is exciting. Okay, looks like it might be an actual gravel biome or just a small fake out island. Ooh, ooh, okay, okay. Ooh, even got a trader. I should just go to a commodities trader and hope that he... no, he didn't sell any... what's this? Copper. Nope, that's just normal stone. And let's go this way. No. Nice. And copper. I need copper. Also, let's make a new knife, which I can run around in my hand with. Ba, ba, ba. Cool, let's try to hurry up. Hello? Come on. Just one big wane that somehow gives me 35 copper. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's mark this without all caps. 11. Cool. Ooh, see? That's what I mean with gravel biomes. Okay. Nice. Daylight is soon going to be gone. But 22 copper. That is extremely poggers. Hello? Oh, commodities, please. No. He does not sell copper, but alum. That's cool. Cool. Nice. And even has a bed. Okay, let's continue running around and then hopefully ask people to sleep. Which they'll hopefully do. Because I was super smart and extinguished my own torches. With some luck, that area has some more copper. But yeah, it's getting quite dark. Sleep. My torches went out. Thanks. You don't mind if I just borrow this, right? Thank you. And... Hey, nice. Cool. Good timing. And let's... maybe south. Do I dig? Yeah, let's dig by hand. Let's dig with a raft. Yes. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, what is it? Tools. Okay, yes. What do we have? Okay, a knife and a shovel. Well, shovel is sort of useful. Let's take that. Cool. Let's just ignore the dying noises. I still have a good amount of time to get things. Okay, looks like all of the copper that was here is taken. Let's quickly go over to the small island over here and then continue moving south in the hopes that the biome does continue. And then I just need to awkwardly craft some molds and other stuff. And then that would be sort of a mission accomplished. Frick. Bit annoying that you can't eat those raw. But well. Okay, it looks very mountainous and... Huh? Oh, I just picked up both at the same time. Very cool. Ooh! Hey! Was worth it. Let's see. Quickly mark. Caps again. Up, up. How much copper? Yeah, just about 7 or 6. Obnoxiously saying it every time somebody joins. Well, looks like over there is no longer any copper biome. Oh. Help. Maybe I can find some more food over there. But yeah, only 11 more copper needed. Come on. To be fair, I don't think I have had so far a moment where I was taking double damage, which would lead to the character going But maybe at some point. Or maybe it was a bug that has been fixed. That would be cool. Okay, nice. Not sure if it sort of automatically picks the thing up, but if it does, very cool. Food. Neato. What is this? A marker. Or just a hiding place during a temporal storm. Speaking of which, I'm not sure when the next one is going to be. Okay, I doubt that Velvian has overlooked any copper around here. But if he did, I can reimburse him the 9 bits if I find them. Not sure if he would even care, but maybe he does. Okay, yeah, if I take stuff from here it would be a bit a bit much. But yeah, I assume he's collected everything. Well, let's take a look at his housing area. Arm. Very cool. Not sure where he has set up camp. Maybe over here. Okay, that looks like a luxury trader behind the big mountain. That is very good. Cool. Well, I'm not going to bother to try to run around, just to mark them on a map. Luckily, they are quite easily identifiable by the appearance of their cards. And it looks like it's raining sort of blood again. Cool. Maybe one of these small islands has copper. Yeah, then I'm probably going to sail back to remove that hole. Aw. Not much copper around. But yeah, I only need 8 pieces more. And then I can focus on also mining ores in the exploration stream. Yeah, doesn't really seem like there's much. Yeah. At least some clay, but not really that useful. Yeah, let's sail through this hole. Maybe there is Copper Island on there. Actually, no, I don't think it makes much sense to. Or I'm not sure how much he has explored. So, I mean, I could run over to the islands in this direction, and maybe the remaining 9 pieces of copper are going to be there. And if they are, I'm just going to run up to him at some point and throw him like 9 pieces of copper in the face. Since it is quite close to his house, or at least the area where where the map says he is a lot. Because so far we've only seen his like little farm area, but not much more. Hello. Okay, really hope I... Oh, some definitely mushroom. Very nice. I think they were not good. Well, no. I'm again in a moment where I'm really struggling to come up with anything to say. Go on, this over here is a nice open area with lots of semi-flat land. That must mean that there is some sort of copper. And I'm, by the way, going to scream if it is only like 10. Does not really seem like there's any. Go on, down at the beach. Oh. Frick. Sure, let's go this way. Maybe over there. But yeah, I'm not... Yeah. There. For the next stream I'm going to... In the exploration stream I'm going to probably only mine copper that I find. Because mining anything else will sort of diminish the pickaxe without really gaining me much, since I am on the move and can't repair it. Do I take those turnips over there? Yes, I do. Yeah. breathes into microphone. Okay, very good. And let's throw this down. Quickly eat all of these and then continue. Neato. Okay, eyes open, and maybe I should try to sniff for some copper again. It worked for flags, quite reliably, I might add. So, But it would be hilarious if I would find copper immediately after going. But this looks like it might have a... never mind. Vessel. Yeah, somebody was already here. But this doesn't really smell like copper around here. Maybe over there. Huh? Okay, that's just a giant pitfall into probably lava or something. Yes, please. Oh, what I also haven't, well, not also, but what I haven't found or seen a single, or what is this? I guess rather consciously perceived, is a piece of meteoritic iron. Still wonder where those are. I seem to be very prone. Oh, don't want those. Overlooking them. Because on the old server, somebody had like... Where's my shovel? I think 20 ingots of it, for some reason. But to be fair, that same person, which is person, had made all of the lamps for like path out of steel, not iron, but steel. Which okay. Okay, but looks like I will be close to having a stack of flags. Seeds. Yeah, with the ones in the base. Oh. Yeah, this sort of area really isn't known for its copper plentifulness. Couldn't I get like another gravel biome? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the move of the desperate. I'm going to pan sand. I'm going to get a pan, sit down, and spend 10 minutes going near sand. That was my panning noise, by the way. Very convincing, thank you. But yeah, that is the last resort. To go and pan some sand. But it's only 9 pieces. Why couldn't have people overlooked more? You know? Also, I should put this in the offhand to get a tiny bit more inventory. Ooh, carrot. Come on. I'm about to activate sniffing mode, and then I will find copper for sure. I don't smell any copper on this island, so yeah. Maybe over there. It actually does look promising. Ooh, yeah, lots of sand. Oh, ruin underwater. Oh, please have some ore. That would be poggers. Ugh. Okay, bony soil is poggers as well. And tool. Psst. What is this? Oh well. Let's continue. At least I got a free shovel. Cool. Come on. Flat, sand, weirdly cut off. That's copper. It has to be. Oh. It's getting nighttime again. Oh, at least if I pay attention, I can see how long the months are. Because if it... Yeah, probably just going to stay on. I think we can all understand the concept of having a month go from one to the other after a certain number of days. Come on, there is copper here somewhere. Probably underground. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Oh no. Other people probably looking for copper as well. No. Yeah, but I'm going to use copper is probably deep underground as an excuse if I do not find any. Huh. It's definitely deep underground somewhere. Somebody already took the surface deposit. Yes. Yeah, let's keep a let's peek into the big cave. Oh. Yes, I do not have any torch. Let's just jump. Not like this. That was a mistake. Cool. Nice. Let's just keep going. I could check out this island. Maybe Just maybe. There's going to be some copper over there. Otherwise I would have to go into this direction. Why don't I do that? Because that most likely has already been stripped of any copper deposits. And isn't really all that what might probably help. Copper, not much there. Yes? Oh, maybe it's up on one of these hills. Or small mountains. Absolutely missed. Okay. Not good. How many people are online? Okay, 4. I can just activate my night vision ability. Yes. Barely making out any lines, and then surely I must find something. Maybe with some luck, nobody decided to scour this area any further, and that way. Wait, I don't need 40 copper. I mean, I already have deposits marked who I can dig down, so I just need. Yeah, I just need to make the molds. Why? Why am I here? No, that's silver. What? Okay. Fair enough. Let's quickly collect it, unless anybody else gets it. Hello. But yeah, let's just run back. No need to make a hammer. Ooh, old fireplace. Can I put anything on there? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to do something in pitch black. Come on. There's a few sticks in there. They gotta hold for something. Nice. Let's quickly put those in there. Come on. Faster. My sticks? No? Okay, nice. 1. Let's try to go for 2. Awesome. Yeah, let's get that out. Okay, I just burned that torch. Cool. Yeah, I'm smart. Okay. Let's check the pine forest. At least I found a tiny bit of silver. which is good. Okay, somebody already dug this out completely, which probably means no copper. No, all the copper has been taken. Well, time to run back, at least to the mold, and then go on a big journey to get all of this stuff tomorrow. Yeah. Or I could just, like, collect the copper bits off stream and then have what I need for the hammer. Yeah. Hmm. What? Huh? What? Oh. Sometimes the, like, this bit, like this orange one on granite stuff, really does sometimes look like copper. Hey, maybe there's some right on top. Yes, of course. No. I think my noise gate is too high for any good sniffing bit. No, I just have to get the microphone right in there so it can pick it all up properly. No, just some quartz. Would be cool if there would be like a silver vein thing, but I think the like silver bit was just indicative of, you know what, let's just get over to that island. Let's just get it out of the way and prove it, whether or not it has copper. Yeah. Um, what? Oh, that's spawn. I thought this was one of my copper waypoints, so I was very confused. But no, that's spawn. What? What's he doing at my copper place, huh? Hmm. Hmm. What a lovely day. Oh, okay, we have arrived. Oh. Okay. Come on, copper. Must be around here somewhere. Okay, big cave. Ooh, onion. Sure, why not? Okay, that's a tree. For a second I thought it was a like dirt tower to hide on during a temple storm. No copper. Sure, let's get some gold. Yeah, let's not bother checking those islands. And just go back. And then... Okay. Make the molds. Which is going to take a lovely amount of time. But yeah, interesting map. What if... No, this most likely has not. No, it must have. Let's just go there and check for Copper Island. No, this is going to take a moment. So let's just go back home. And I'm running out of food again. Yes. Very interesting. I mean, I could check that area or go sort of in this direction. Maybe there's some copper around there. I just need 9 more pieces to complete my set. Although, I already have enough for the axe, so yeah. Let's do that, complete that, and then go to the copper deposit. Although I'm most likely going to do that off stream. Copper? No? Okay. Where was my house? I think here. Here. Nice. Do I pan bony soil? Do I do this? Maybe I can get copper from it. Okay, seeds. Good amount. That should be enough for at least a small farm. Cool. Can I put this like on a... No. Okay, who is left? Me. Sleep. Time to go beep boop again. Beep boop. Also, let's not have that in the end. That looks okay. Only 29 more. Yeah, I need only 29 more copper. Yes, of course, only 29. Hmm. The clay. Need some of those. I'm probably going to do the clay forming off stream since it is terribly exciting. And I just have so much to say right now. Yeah, I'm going to do that stuff off stream because it is just so exciting. And yeah, then by next time I should have a decent amount of things. And unless the only viewer here wants me to pad the stream out to exactly 4 hours, I'm going to end it soon. Yeah, let's get the little piece right here too. And neat. 2 stacks. Need a good location to do my wrong thing. To do the clay firing. What's the closest copper deposit? Copper, okay. Up north and down south. No, actually, the one over here, or the 2 over there, should be the closest. Tube. But yeah, good progress, sort of, for these. Technically 4.5 hours. House area has been found. Livestock has been secured. No. Nice. But yeah, livestock has been secured for my farm that I don't really want to make. And yeah, let's quickly get out of here. And yeah, next stream is probably going to be tomorrow. Well, later today, actually. And yeah, let's quickly find my hole again. No. Okay. No. Okay, this is a bit bad. Let's just quickly go to the house. And all of the healing stuff I'll take care of. But yeah, good progress. Even got some body soil, lots of seeds, and yeah, I hope that the stream. Thank you for watching and participating in chat to those that did. I hope that the stream was enjoyable, or at least somewhat entertaining. Next Vintage Story stream is either going to be on Wednesday or on Thursday, and we're going to do lots of exploring and stuff. Going to do some organizational stuff off stream, and like mainly doing molds and yeah, stuff like that. And maybe getting some food, but not really any building, just clay forming. And yeah, thank you for watching, perhaps until next time, and goodbye.